No, hope not. What should we do with those people in this industry? What should we do with those people who are doing that to this industry? Okay. But these are people that are giving your industry a bad reputation. They're not helping you. They believe they've got to sell on price, suck it high and sell it cheap. Do people buy on price? Yes. Is it? Okay. Every industry we work with clients. We live just north of Strasbourg over in France. Work with clients in Luxembourg, 9 countries all over the world. I recognise you on Facebook. Congratulations on the birth of your child. Welcome. So we connected. I did your message, didn't I? Yeah, excellent. Congratulations. Sorry. Every industry that we deal with, when I say to them to start off with, how do people buy in your industry? They'll go, well, our industry is special and unique. Everybody buys on price in this industry. It's a price-driven business, from double glazing to insurance to transport. It's not true. People only buy on price if we let them. If you don't think you're attractive, they will screw you on price. If I lined up 10 driving instructors of similar level of qualifications against the wall, how would I know which one to choose to teach me or my son, my daughter, how to drive? How would I choose between you? How would I choose? Recommendation, absolutely. What else?
What would tell you?
Sex? Well, you give sex for £9 now, you know. Sex. That is one hell of an offer. I wouldn't recommend doing that. Because you're bound to go off the right, you know. I've got sex in there so far. Religion next. Here's the thing. If I can't taste the difference or tell the difference between you, there's no I'd be recommended to you. If I can't tell the difference between you, what will I hammer you down on? Price. The challenge you have in this industry, in my view, and all industries, is not the fact you're not great at what you do, it's the fact that I don't know how to tell the difference between you. So I don't know what it takes to be a great driving instructor. As a buyer, on the outside looking in, I don't know who to choose. On Wednesday and Thursday, I'm doing my motorbike test in the UK. I'm going to get a UK licence, and it's a long story. I found a riding school. How did I choose a riding school for me to go and do my riding test? How did I choose the instructor for that? No! Price! Even if I did, I'm not going to say that, am I? There's price. £9 for 5 hours, and there's 3 seconds. No, I contacted 5 on the internet. We're based down just south of Luxembourg. On the internet, contacted 5. I don't know what I'm looking for, do I? I just want to have my license, all I want to have a look at. Contact the first one. I phoned them up, it wasn't answered. It was just, the message said, your call is valuable to us, but we can't be asked to be on the phone to talk to you. Please leave a message and we'll call you back. What happened?
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing at all. Second one, the wrong number on the internet. Third one, I spoke to them. Well, he's not here today, he can't help you. Can you phone back tomorrow? No, I can't. I said to her, I'm in France. She said, well, we don't speak French. Well, I'm speaking English to her anyway, so the final one, or the fourth one out of the 5, when I spoke, they answered the phone professionally. I spoke to somebody who knew what they were doing. I told him what I was after. I had a US license, not a UK license. It's quite complicated, yet we can help you with that. And at the end of the conversation, he closed me, and I gave him my credit card details, and I spent over 800 euros, it's about 50 quid now in exchange rate, for my 2 days plus test plus. I didn't buy on price. If they're all the same, however, what have I done? Bought on price, gone back and gone to the cheapest one. I can't taste the difference. So watch out for these guys. These will screw your industry in every sector. The middle group, the average, the medium ones, the average earnings. What's the average earnings in this industry? Not enough is the answer. Yeah, not enough. Whatever the means be that. Another name for this group is mediocre. Because they set the average. Oh, you can't do more than 30 grand in this business. You can't do more than 40. You can't charge more than £22 an hour. How much do they charge in Luxembourg for a driving lesson, do you think? 75 euros for a driving lesson, 1 hour. And you have to have 20 by law. How cool is that? Who wants to go to Luxembourg with us for a convention? Different market. We need to be here. You guys need to be here, the top end of the market. There are 46,500 driving instructors out there. The market's concerned. They all turned up with the ad in the stadium, not in the room here. You guys, by definition, are here already. The top end of the market, because you're open to new ideas, you've shown up, you're already at the top end. Now whether your income reflects that, I don't know, but the mindset is the key to start off with. So what I'm going to go through some ideas I hope you can take away with you. You can say, okay, how do I retain and remain in the Group 3 sector? Group 1 sucks. Avoid, okay? You don't want to talk to them, you don't want to be with them, they're just going to bring the industry down. The guy and gals in the middle over here, Group 2, they're not really pushing it forwards. You guys are the trendsetters. Can you double your income next year? Yeah, of course you can. If I typed into Google driving instructor UK, I got about 4.5 million results turn up. It's like, wow, that's 4.5 million of you guys. If I type in business coach, which I am, into the UK, how many results do I get? So one. That's 17 million. My industry is like yours. There are coaches out there and trainers out there that do stuff for free. They work for £5 an hour. They do free trial sessions, blah, blah, blah. It's the same situation. I don't do that. So what I'm going to run through is what I guide my clients to do and what we've done in our business as well to differentiate ourselves from the herd and stay at the top end. Is it okay if we do that? I'm totally excited about it. Any questions so far? Anybody think this won't work in your industry? Excellent. This is actually vodka, so about another half an hour of this I should be comatose asleep. Okay, who's this? Who knows who that is? Hard question to start with. Who knows who that is? Okay, call out. Yes? Santa. Anybody who doesn't know who that is? Excellent. Now, what colour does Santa wear? Why does he wear red? Why?
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola, when?
60s?
1931.
Oh, what's that?
Coca-Cola, Hans Sundblom was the guy who took the traditional Father Christmas, Santa, and said, we're not doing that anymore. We're going to turn it from, which was green, a little bit camp if I don't mind myself. I think it looks a little bit, yeah, green. Not sure what ain't going down the chimney, if you take the expression. So, steady. That's said twice now, isn't it? So, he took that image and made it into the company red dress Santa. Why did he choose red? Coca-Cola was red, therefore it was an advertising campaign by Coca-Cola. The problem we have in industry is it's not how good you are. Being a great driving instructor, being a great coach, doctor, lawyer, accountant, whatever it is not enough. It ain't enough anymore. You've got to be able to promote and market yourself. Unfortunately, you're not in the driving instructor business, you're in the sales and marketing business. Yes, you have to be very, very good and competent at what you do, you absolutely have to. But you have to be able to promote yourselves with marketing rules. If you don't market yourself, some other idiot's going to market themselves at 5 hours for £9. Who's going to get the phone call? You or them? Yeah. So unfortunately, we're in the marketing business as well. That's Father Christmas 10 BC, before Coke. It used to be that in industry, in any sector pretty much, that if you had the right qualifications, you've been around for a long time, you've got some awards, you get the business. Who here has been in this business for more than 10 years? Excellent. I've been, it's our 10th anniversary in this business in about 2 weeks' time doing what we do. I've got some awards, I've got some degrees and qualifications. Does that make me attractive? No, it's irrelevant. Who thinks that's really important? Who likes my qualifications and my awards? Who likes those? Only 2 people in the world who like those things. Me and my mother. Who said that? Oh, in the bar already? Okay. Me and my mom. When I look at your advertising, not for anybody specific, I've looked at some websites of driving instructors, the headlines say all that. Between us, we have 3,000 years of driving experience. I'm an award-winning driving instructor. I have the grade, what I don't know what it means. It means nothing to me as a purchaser. So what makes sense to you guys, unfortunately, doesn't make sense from a marketing perspective. So that was the old folklore myths and legends, where being in the business for a long time is good enough. Unfortunately, it's not. Not just in what you do, in what everyone else does as well. How about, with the gentleman that said referrals? Yeah. Who gets lots of referrals? Okay. Who'd like to get some more referrals? Who's got a referral system they could give me a printed copy of? One. Okay, see, if referrals are the best thing to get, and they absolutely are, isn't it great when the phone rings and says, oh, I've been told to phone you, or whatever it is, I've been given your number, I've been given your details. If somebody phones you and says, I've been given your number, I'll see if you can help me, what do you need to do with your prices straight away? Put them up. Absolutely put them up. Why would you not put them up? I had somebody come to a conference over in Luxembourg, and a guy came to me and said, how much do you charge for a coaching program? I said, depends how much I like you. He said, how am I doing? I said, not very well. Not very well. The whole challenge we have is to make you're not looking for particularly market share. If there are 46,000 driving instructors in the UK, we've got about, I think, 0.27% in the room. How many got here? 0.3%, let's say. How much market share can you have in the UK market individually? Nothing, it's 0.001. You're not looking for market share. You're not building brands. When anybody tells you need to build a brand, forget it. What are you building? Reputations, that's where the referrals come from. But you need to have a system for it. Because these things don't count before. The old ways of doing it don't count. If we make your business so attractive, so unique and so special, you have to ration what you do, not try and flog it to the cheapest bidder. What does that do to your prices? Scarce resource, expensive. You need to make yourself scarce. Not by scarce by not being around, but scarce for your ability, the way you do your business, the way you promote and present yourself, and the way you deliver results. We don't get the TV over in France, but I have seen a copy of a rerun of one of your programs. It's just great. Who was it who said? Who was it who slagged you off? Well, tell us later on. We're all going to go onto Facebook later on. We're going to send the guys around and give them a comment. I wasn't so I couldn't talk about the violence, so we can do that afterwards, okay? But well done, great, good job for doing that. So, we need to make it so good, so unique, so special in your industry, that, and for what you do, that you get phone calls all the time. Well, I've heard about you. Is it true that you can do this? How much do you charge? I charge £150 an hour for a driving lesson. I can manage. Not me. If you are that good, you can charge not exactly what you like, but you haven't got to compete with the 5 hours for £9 per day. The challenge we have is that professionals, we don't like doing the sales and marketing. We want to do what we love doing, is helping people, teaching them, coaching them, training them, getting them to be good drivers. We love doing that. That's why you join this business, am I right? Not to become a sales and marketing expert. Unfortunately, we have to do both. We have to be good at that as well, presenting yourself. So, there are 3 questions or 3 things I'd like you to think about in terms of how do you develop your business. It's called the why, the what, and the wow. These are 3 stages I take clients through that you can apply, and you can ask lots of questions as well, but I hope will enable you to differentiate yourself in your sector. There's a term, anybody here in marketing? Any marketing people in the room? Excellent. Oh, we've got a lady in the back right down there. There's a phrase in marketing, is it called dominate your sector? Is that a marketing phrase? Yeah, I don't know what it means, but you need to dominate your sector. What it means is be the first port of call, the first phone call, the recommended person to go to in your area. If you can do that, then you'll get more leads and put your prices up as well. So, the why. This is my why. I'm going to tell you this a little bit, because this is what we do in our business. Can you see the screen? Sorry guys, I'm being a bit behind the screen, okay? It's a shop. Picture taken in 1910. It's our family business. See my name's on the shop, D. Holland. The big guy in the middle is my great-grandfather. The guy over his shoulder here, that's my grandfather. He was about 14, 15 at the time. We had shops in and around the West Midlands, about 6 or 8, I think, in total. That was a family business. Well, all our family photographs were like that. Because I worked in the shop from the age of 4 and 6, and off we went. Every photograph was that. 1979, I assumed I was going to inherit the business. Go into the shop with my dad, run the business, and life would be good. What happened to the retail high street businesses in 1979? They started to go down. A lovely organisation called Carrefour turned up at Minworth in Birmingham. Who remembers Carrefour turning up? Yeah, bastards. Hey. They wiped us out. That business went down within about 2 years. All those stores had gone. 200-year history. Wiped out. I ended up sleeping rough in London, living on trains, going to charity shops, trying to get myself back up into a job that I'd never had. How hard would you work at school if you thought you were going to inherit a business? Not very hard. I could drive any vehicle backwards, I could reverse it into any truck bed could see, there's the whole thing. So the reason I do what I do is because I know what happens when a business falls over. I know most people in business don't know what they're doing when it comes down to marketing and selling and building and growing their business. And it's a real shame. I told my dad that. He said to me, he passed away 2.5 years ago, now bless him. He said to me, doing what I do, he said, could I have helped him in his business? I could, if he'd have listened, but perhaps he wouldn't. He said, what did we do wrong, do you think? He was okay, he sold the property, not the businesses. I said to him, you didn't know what you were doing. He didn't know what he didn't know, bless him. We had contracts going back to 1853 to the Crimean War. We had contracts going back to when Napoleon was retreating from Moscow. Long-term business. That's why I do what I do. Are you clear on why you do what you do? When you meet somebody who's married, long-term relationship, partnership, okay, when you met your partner, what attracted you to them? Was it price? Don't make any points. Did you ask, when you met your partner, did you buy or get into, logically, did you go logically into that relationship? No. Did you ask for testimonials from previous boyfriends, husbands, wives? Did you take him for a test drive first to make sure that it was okay? I remember chairman, I worked in the packaging industry some years ago. The chairman took me out for dinner just after we got married. It was back in 1986. And he said to me, I had dinner, I was very nervous. He said to me, tell me, does your wife work? I said, yes. But I did try it out before we got married to make sure. And he didn't find it funny at all. He goes, and I thought that's quite hilarious. There's a lady called Julia Butterfly Hill. She's American, by the way, you can tell by the clues in the name. We used to live, we took our business over to Las Vegas, based out in Nevada, which is close to California. Anybody been to Las Vegas? Yeah, all the guys. Why don't the girls go to Las Vegas? Okay. Which hotel did you stay in? Caesar Palace, excellent. I'll tell you some stories about Caesar Palace. We lived over there for a number of years. In Northern California, you have the giant sequoia redwood trees. Beautiful, hundreds of feet high, thousands of years old. Protected species. You cannot cut these things down because they're protected. One woman running through on a jog running through the forest, there's a big cross, it's actually blue, sprayed on the side of the tree. What does that mean? It's not the Debenham sale. What does that mean? You're going to cut it down. And she said, well, that's not right. This is the tallest tree in the forest. It's so tall, it's called Luna, because it was reaching to the sky. He said, you're not cutting that tree down. She climbed the tree, it's 1992, she climbed the tree and built herself to a little platform, and she sat up in the tree, 200 or 300 foot up. She said, I'm not coming down until you lot, the lumber companies, who are cutting all the trees down and napalming the ground so you couldn't grow anything there afterwards, and building golf courses. Welcome to America. She said, I'm not going to come down until you lot agree not to cut the tree down. Now, if that was you, okay, you're on a job, you see a tree going to be cut down, you go, I'm not going to let that be cut down, you climb it, and you sit up here, and you sit on your branch, you go, right, you guys, you're not cutting this down. Question, how long would you stay up there for? About 3 seconds. Until lunchtime, till tea. Okay, but how long would you think you stay up there if you could climb it? As long as it took. Okay, now if that was a day or a week, would you stay up there for a day or a week? It depends how passionate you were about it. She stayed up there for 107 weeks. That's right. She serious tree hugging issues, you know. 107. Now she had friends passing her food and bags, and the waste came down, and it was there was help there for her. But 107 weeks. And what she says, when she came down, she wrote a book, and the book is called Saving Luna. And what she says to people now is, when you're in business or doing anything with passion, she will ask you, what is your tree? What are you fighting for? What's your non-negotiable goal in this business? Because you're not in this business just to make money, are you? I've seen the average sales figures, gang, I'll tell you that. But it's not just about the money, is it? It's not just about the money. There's a reason you do what you do. What's the most attractive thing about you? What you earn, or why you live, or how you contribute? What's the most attractive thing? The money? Or your passion and your lifestyle and what you want to contribute towards the world? I wouldn't tell people these stories. My first ever job was a getaway driving job in east of London. Who remembers trying for TR6? Yeah, it's not fast, is it? No. It was yellow as well, the canary yellow one. Not the best choice of getaway car. Slow and bright. You don't want to do that sort of thing. I wouldn't tell those stories for a number of years, and I told the stories in one of the books, and people said, wow, this is great. Not about the business that we run, but about the stories that we tell and why we do what we do. Who has a real passion for this business? Absolutely. Who's got some real vision? Who's got a purpose? They want to actually come and build something significant and help people and make a contribution to this industry and the greater good as well. Absolutely. If I look on your website, does it say that? If I find you on LinkedIn, Facebook and video, or you're on YouTube, can I find you and you know what, the reason I do this is because I have a real passion about this. Can I find that about you? If that's the most attractive thing about you, let it out. Discover what it is first and let it out. That's worth more than, was it £9 for 5 hours? Discover what it is. That's your why, your purpose. Is the most attractive thing about you, and it will differentiate from the rest of the market. What do you do? Are you all good, competent, qualified driving instructors? Yes. That's a given, okay? That's not good enough anymore. Are you also good at marketing, bless you? Are you also good at marketing yourselves? Who loves marketing and sales? Only one person, no. One person. The lady at the back who put her hand up is the marketing expert from 2 seconds ago. Thank you for that. Good. But it's unfortunate that we have to do it. Who's got a LinkedIn page? Okay, good. How many connections do you have on the LinkedIn page? No idea. I don't know what to do with it. Excellent. Okay. Facebook. Who's got a Facebook account? Good. How many friends on Facebook do you have that you've never met? About 60 people on Facebook. Who's got a YouTube TV channel where you've got you on interview and they're showing you, you've been talking about what you do, how you do it? Go on. Yeah. How many videos? Excellent. 20 videos on YouTube. Have you got your students who've just passed their test being interviewed saying how a rock star you are? This gal is just the best in the world, I'm so happy, it's just amazing, I love how they do this, I love how they do that. Do you have your students with testimonials? Good, fabulous. Not on YouTube, where are they? Little... On Facebook, okay, great, we can find them. Who doesn't have LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest? Who doesn't have those accounts with at least... You need to have at least a couple of thousand people on LinkedIn, 2,000 to 5,000 people on Facebook, 20, 30, 40 whatever videos on YouTube. Who's thinking, geez, I can't do that? Who's thinking, who's thinking, that won't work in our business? No, you can't do that. We're driving instructors, you can't do that. Because unfortunately you have to. It doesn't take long. The single best thing that will transform your business, I guarantee, is get published. Who's written a book? Have you? Excellent. And the gentleman in the back down there, I can't see without the glasses on. You've written a book?
Yes.
Excellent. Is it on politics, religion, sex, or swearing? All of those. Excellent. Good. If you wrote a book, and I didn't give a title for it, I give the title of the book, you need to write about 6,000 words. It'll come out to about 35, 40 pages. The title of your book should be The 7 Mistakes That Everybody Makes Learning How to Drive and How to Fix It by your name. Or How to Pass Your Driving Test. Here's the top 5 things you need to understand before you take your driving test by you as the expert in your industry. How much does it cost to publish that book? It costs to buy it is £7.50. But yeah, to actually upload it and get it published is £0. I don't pay any money until I buy a book or sell one. Could you do that? Would that differentiate you in your market? Without getting you on TV? How did you do that? I'll talk to you later. That's great. Do they pay well? They don't do it, no. But part of differentiation is when we move to Luxembourg, this is looking to how we do things. We're a very, very competitive market. There are business coaches everywhere, like a rash. Same model applies. There's some very, very good ones, there's some mediocre ones, and some ones that want to go and take outside and shoot. When we went to Luxembourg, I met some other business coaches over there, and we were sort of moving into the sector. And I said to one of them, who is the best client to have in Luxembourg, in this small... Who's been to Luxembourg? Yeah, it's not very big, is it? It's like a town, and there's about maybe 5 people live there. I said, who's the number one client to go for as a business coach trainer? And he said to me, the number one that every coach is really after, the number one to go for is Bank of New York Mellon. Biggest bank in the world. If you can get in with them, they will transform your business. He said, well, I've been trying for years to get in there. You've got no chance. What sector was he in on that chart, do you think? First one. You've got to give it away, do it cheap. And the Bank of New York got a bit of cash. They've got all yours for a start. Cash is not an issue. They control and manage $26 trillion on investments. 26 trillion. I asked them, is it downstairs in Berlin? One of the guys came along to an event that I did about one of my books. Their managing director came along. He said, I've seen your book. I like your style. I like your style of what you do. You're different and unique. Can you come and meet with me and we'll talk about if you can come and do something with my team? How cool is that? When I had the lunch with him, he said, I want you to come and coach my team for the next 6 months. We're doing it again this year. When did price come up in the discussion, do you think? At the very end. And I said to him, listen, this is great. Well, this is what we'll do. He said, yeah, I love it. It sounds great. By the way, what are you going to charge me? It wasn't a question. He didn't come back and say, oh, and I can get that for £5 hours for £9. Can you get a business coach for 5 hours for £9? Yes or no? Yes, you can. Would you trust them? No. Would I trust a driving instructor who charges me £9 for 5 hours? No. All my kids, all my friends, I wouldn't pass them referrals and introductions as well. I would much prefer to pay £50 an hour, £100 an hour for somebody who's solid, competent, professional, gets results that I can trust. Because I don't buy on price. Unless you let me. Then I'll come back and jump on you. That's what it says to me. You started it. You started it. But the marketing, you have to be good at marketing, unfortunately. What's your brand, your reputation? How can I find you online? What's your why? How do you present yourself? Being on TV is great, fabulous start. Being on radio, writing a book. Who does blogs, blog posts, regular? Perfect, great. 1, 2, 3 people. I did a blog post, and we got interviewed on Canadian radio 2 weeks ago. Somebody saw the blog post, can I interview about your new book? On Canadian radio. Yes, you can. But after my book sales, when after just half an hour after the interview, it spiked. We track it, we can spike. If I wasn't there doing that, they want a business coach to go and talk on radio, there's millions of them out there. There's probably a queue out here, hoping I didn't turn up this morning, they'll come to this anyway. But the same for you guys. Be different, be special, but be really good at marketing. Unfortunately, if you don't do it yourselves, somebody else will go and cut the prices when they need you. Yeah.
I've got a blog on.
Yeah.
I've got people in America, which is really weird.
Yeah, they're just stalkers.
Replied, I don't get into a matches, but
Yeah.
he put, I wrote a blog just about a first aid course I've done.
Yeah.
And how it would help me, I should have a need. Everybody should do it. And his reply was, he was a highway patrolman from Detroit.
Okay, well, top job.
And it's quite, yeah, his reply was, and he sent a couple, but this one said, you supply a minimal cost-based service.
Right.
I didn't quite understand what
Okay.
he meant by that.
Yes.
So I commented back, well, what do you mean,
Yeah.
minimal cost-based? Based on what I do in Detroit, I don't teach in Detroit.
Sure.
But he said, based on what I see, you're crap for what you do as an industry, and I'm
Yeah.
in the UK. And I could have got into a massive thing with him, but
He's right.
he's right. And
With the exception, unfortunately, yeah.
it's interesting. the way
You're
he-
absolutely right. Looking at this industry, it's not going, it's not great. It's not, unfortunately, it's not great. This has happened in every other sector as well. It's not just the driving instructor business. It's not your fault. It's not just unique to you guys. Who has different offers, different packages to offer people? Who has a gold, silver, bronze package? Where it's, I don't know, £25 an hour, £50, £75 an hour. Can I buy? If I said to you, I want a program that costs me £75 an hour, can you deliver one to me? You can work it out. Yes, absolutely. Here's the thing, if you want to charge £75 an hour, £100 an hour, have a product that's worth it. Start promoting it. How do you know people won't buy unless you're promoting it? Why not? Or you can go for the 5 hours to £9 if you're not careful, because that's the way price is being dictated. It happens a lot. Watch out for that. Watch out for that. Thank you for the question.
Sorry, that's my point. I did because I tried, I'm quite good at answering things, but
Sure.
I couldn't answer that because I thought, well, you've already decided on minimum. I said back, I charge a reasonable amount for what I do and I'm worth it.
Sure.
But I thought he'd come back at me again, but he didn't. He just replied, okay.
Yeah. See, who's had laser eye treatments, the laser eye surgery thing? Have you had that done? Oh, no. Okay. Well, I don't blame you. I haven't all right. But if you did, if I said to you, okay, I can do laser eye surgery, or I can do a nose job, I can do a chin job, I can do a tuck, all that sort of thing, cosmetic surgery, I will do your laser eye treatment for £37.50, buy one, get one free, and I'll do it while you wait. Who's going to buy that? Why not? It's what, £900. How much do you want to pay for somebody to point a laser at your eye? More than £37.50. So if you're charging me £15, £20 an hour, whatever it is that you charge, I may look at that, that's the point the guy in the US was making, you're too cheap. I don't trust you for that price. I don't get it. I don't understand what I'm going to get for that. I should be paying, you guys should be charging £7,500 an hour. Well, I don't understand it. I don't get it. Now, you have to promote and present that to make sure you can achieve it, but you might be too cheap. Who's changed dentists recently? Anybody got a new dentist recently? Okay. Okay. Everybody else has got a dentist. So when did you choose to find your new dentist? A couple of months ago. Okay. And when you find a dentist, here's probably what you didn't do. Okay. You went to meet with them, I suppose, and say, "Hi, I want to be a new patient of yours." Did you check his certificates and credentials? Did you phone the university from which he said he got qualified and checked it's not just a photocopy from the University of South Wisconsin? The receptionist didn't even check. Excellent. Did you speak to other clients? How many people has he killed? You don't know, do you? Don't just want to scare you. Let's get a new dentist when we're over in the US. I had a filling come out. Getting a new dentist in the US. There's loads of them over there because their teeth are just amazingly perfect, unlike mine. And they absolutely love British customers. Why do US dentists love British customers? Well, upsell, cross-sell, lots of work and plenty to go at. There's plenty of work in there to do because our teeth is not quite as special as theirs. How did I find my new dentist? What did I look for when I went to find my new dentist over in the US? What's the fear about going to the dentist?
Pain.
It's going to hurt you. Pain. What's the dentist guarantee not to do to you to get your business? Guarantee no pain. If he does that, how much are you going to charge? Whatever he likes. There's big boards. For those who've been to Las Vegas, you drive down the strip and you get down towards past the Bellagio, you can turn left at Flamingo. Big boards. They said dental treatment guaranteed no pain. Got me. That was it. I went there. Now I had a filling done. How much is a filling in a root canal treatment? How much is root canal treatment and filling in the UK right now? I don't know how much it is, but £200. That cost me over $1,000, which even back then was about $750 to $1,000. It was a lot of cash. Did I care? Really? It didn't hurt. Because if he hurt me, I had a little button in my hand. He said, if I hurt you, press the button. If you press the button, it's for free. Huh. Okay. That was a guarantee. If I hurt you, it's for free. That's a very cool guarantee. Did I quibble on price? No. Now, I'm not suggesting you have that. Don't have a panic button with your drivers. Push the button, it's free. But the mindset is the same. If you're too cheap, people won't value you. There are people out there, the market, that bell curve represents you guys in your industry. It represents people's buying power in the market as well. Are there some, who's got some customers, I don't want their names, or clients, whatever you call them, or students, who's got some students that you don't want? Yes. You've attracted them. So if you sell cheap, you're going to get cheap customers. You don't want cheap customers. Give the cheap customers to the 5 hours for £9 type people. There are people out there that want to pay for the gold package. The one with the sex involved, apparently. If you don't offer it, they can't buy it. If I'm being taught how to drive, I want to learn how to drive. I want to go rallying. I want to go on the Le Mans circuit. I want to go around the Nürburgring. I want to drive 5 grades of supercar. Would I pay for that? Absolutely. Can I buy it from anybody? No. My motorbike that I'm going to bring across the UK is a Harley. Any bikers in the room? Any bikers? Oh, excellent. Oh, good. What have you got?
Beta 600 Yamaha.
Very nice, very quick, very fast as well. Very nice. Hayabusa, no, respect. He's still alive. Still alive. When we lived in the US, I always wanted a Harley Davidson motorbike. Because it's one of those, it's a US bike. I didn't want the big fat air-cooled cruisers. I just got one of those in my Polos. I don't like the big bulky cruiser things. They build the bike, but the engine is engineered by Porsche. So it's a water-cooled engine. It's still a V-twin, puts out 130 horsepower. It's like a little drag bike, the fastest bike that Harley've ever made. Walked into the showroom, I looked at it, I said, it's beautiful, it's a night rod special. So it happens to the kids. I bought the bike on the spot, Lynn was thrilled. I've never in my life ridden a motorbike of any sort. Never been on one. It's like buying a Hayabusa. I bought this thing, got it home, and I went onto YouTube and thought, typed in, how to ride a Harley Davidson. Typed it in, and how hard can it be? So I got on a trail, I went to the Nellis Air Force Base, Area 51, north of Las Vegas, on a disused road, got the bike off a trailer, sat it down, watching the video. Right, so you got the clutch here, yeah, you got the gears, I got it, and so you let the clutch out slow. How hard can it be? Jesus Christ, that's the religion now. It was just insane. I didn't kill myself, I learned myself a lesson, I've got to train that sort of thing. I don't buy on price. I wanted to have the bike, the lessons, they took us out on Harley Davidsons, Grand Canyon, the experience, was all included in the learning to drive experience in Las Vegas. There was no sex involved. That was a high-level act, I couldn't afford that. What I'm saying is, if you've only got a product that's worth £20 an hour, that's what you'll sell. If you have a product and a service that's worth and valued more than that, and you value yourself more than that, you will find clients out there that will pay you more than that, because you are worth it. Does that make sense? You'll be stunned silence now. The wow factor. How many time? About 10 minutes. Excellent. We're 35 seconds ahead. When we lived in the US, there's an airline. Have anybody flown into Las Vegas or out into internal flights in the US? Okay, who did you fly with? Do you know? I'm talking to me. Okay, it could have been these guys. There's an airline in the US called Southwest Airlines. It's these guys. Southwest Airlines. This is their logo, their badge. If I'm flying anywhere in the southwest of the US, I want to fly with Southwest Airlines. Because they are what they call a low-cost airline. They're a little bit, not the cheapest, but they're sort of low-cost, low frills, if you like. But when you fly with them, it's always a wow factor. If you go onto YouTube, you can find these guys rapping the safety announcements. Have you seen the guy? Dave, I've flown with him, based out of Vegas. Have you seen the video? How cool is that? Hundreds of thousands of people have watched a YouTube video of Dave in Vegas rapping the safety announcements, and everyone's clapping along and this sort of thing. You can't buy that sort of PR. You just can't buy it.
It was just shared on Facebook yesterday.
Oh, really?
It's all written and I shared it, so it just...
It's just, how cool is that? Because what they say is that it's the flight of your life. They have a purpose and a passion and a vision. They are unique and special, and they deliver. So you can have all these fabulous ideas, you've got to be able to deliver it. They only fly Boeing 737s, just one type of aircraft. So if one breaks down, and one's next to it, they can pull out the altimeter of one, plug into another one. Their on-time schedules are the best in the US. Their safety is one of the best in the US. And it's fun when you go on there. When I've been onto those flights, when you get on, but 737s aren't pretty big, you walk on, and they had some of the overhead bins were actually clipped shut. So I'm walking on, I was flying to Salt Lake, got on the aircraft, walking along, opened the bin to put my bag into the overhead bin. The stewardess is lying in the overhead bin. And I just went, "Hi! Welcome to Southwest Airlines. We love you guys." And they all started bursting into song and singing. And I'm going, "What have we got here? Sex and swearing." Like, Jesus Christ. It scared the jeepers out of me. Now, if that happened on British Airways, what happened? We don't do that with British. We can't do that sort of thing. Now, the challenge for this is, in terms of marketing, there's another story as well. We've got time to tell it, I think. Oh, it's a sticky paper. A story that a guy was flying from Los Angeles back to, I think it was Dallas. His family, that was one of the details, his grandson was critically ill in hospital. They couldn't sustain it for very long. They said to me, "You want to say goodbye to your grandson, get back to Dallas quick, because this is a life-threatening situation." Who's flown out of LAX, Los Angeles, and been thrown from there? Just a nightmare that whole thing is. He got there, with plenty of time, and he met some people called the TSA. The security people, you do not mess with the TSA, don't smile at them, don't tell any jokes. He couldn't get through the line, he couldn't get to the aircraft. He phoned his wife and said, I'm not going to make it. When they turn the life support machine up, I'm not going to be there. Now she phoned Southwest Airlines because they said, it's the flight of your life. We are different and unique and special. We have a wow factor. She phoned Southwest. Southwest then phoned the pilot who sat on the ramp at this time waiting to go from LAX and said, this is your call. This is the situation. You can wait or you can pull out. What did he do? Yes, I didn't pull out. No, he didn't. No, he said so. He ran to the intercom and said, guys, this is the situation. You can vote. Do we wait or do we go? What did the passengers do? They waited. Why wouldn't they? He got off the plane, walked along the concourse and found the grandfather who got through TSA by then. He said, I'm the pilot of flight XYZ. I'm not leaving without you. They can't leave without me. 25 minutes late leaving. In aviation terms, that is a definite no-no. That costs hundreds of thousands of dollars for missed slots, and it's just a nightmare. Was that a good thing for Southwest to do? Yeah. What happened to that video of Southwest, do you think? When they had a video of their testimony from the grandfather and the storyboard. It went viral. The wow factor. Wow. Now, if you guys go to the US, fly with Southwest, because I'm telling the story all over the world. That's the power of the wow factor. Are your students telling the story of how great you guys are? What are you doing to get your students to go, you know what, this is just fabulous. What is it you can, I don't know what it will be, that's the whole challenge. I don't know what it will be. But when we can find it, what is unique and special in the wow factor? So you have the why, your passion, your purpose, and your reason to do this. You put it through your marketing, and you deliver it. There's the wow factor. Now, when you've got all those three combined, then you don't need to start selling 5 hours for £9. Then you can find a method, say, here's my package, my program, my product. This is what I do, it's worth more. You guys are worth more than £20 an hour, or whatever it is that you charge. But the only way you can do that is by building a business based on these principles. We've got a couple of minutes left. I've got 5 minutes. So, any questions? I promised some questions at the end. Any questions? Yeah. With guns. My background, I was an assault weapons and sniper rifle specialist, no less. And any Americans in the room? Now they're all crazy, have guns, they're mad, it's insane. We lived in a place called Summerlin, which is north of Las Vegas. And you go into the website and typing a website called Megan's Law, which is about all the sex offenders and all these. Type in the zip code. Now where we worked on a gated community. And in our little enclave, it's all fine. But around us, we were surrounded by pink, red, blue, green, yellow dots, which was sex offenders, rapists, whatever. It's like, my God, we're surrounded by it. It wasn't Vegas is not really the US, to be fair. But we had a business opportunity in Luxembourg, so we came back to Europe.
Do you find that when you give this presentation, is it less well received in Britain than it is in the other countries?
No, not generally not. I find this. It's always, especially in our industry, especially in our business. Are the Brits open to new ideas and concepts like Americans? Same thing. It's absolutely. We've done this presentation or workshops now in 24 countries, 15 US states, all over the world. And then people ask me the same question. It's different in the UK, isn't it? Yeah, it's different there. Different in America. Or this is a bit American. This is a bit American. It's not. It's not American at all. If you choose to believe that, then you won't do anything.
I just
with it.
wondered if you found you've got any reticence, or people just engage with you and then they follow it. It's logical.
It depends how ambitious people are.
Yeah.
If people are staying sector 1 and 2 on that graph, they're happy there. This is absolutely no use, no relevance whatsoever. Please don't ignore it, delete it, and don't anything with it. If you want to be sector 3, growing, developing, and leading the sector, then it absolutely works. Final point for me, we have a table at the back down there, or halfway down, a little blonde person here, we'll have some books for sale, please come and talk to us. We have an event on the 12th of April, in Birmingham. The ticket price of the event is about £200. It's a one-day planning day to go through ideas, processes, procedures, and all the stuff we do with this to build your business. For you guys, because you're here as a gift, if you like, Come along to the day for another £75. You come and talk to us, just take your lead, don't just pay now. Come and give us your details, it'd be great to have you there. And we'll go through some more specific ideas of how you can implement this in your business with other like-minded people as well. We have people flying from Europe, from Luxembourg, we had a French person there last time as well. Even the French like, we're not fussy, we'll let anybody in. So, I thank you for your time. Please come and talk to us at the resource table down there. We have books for sale. I'm going to get some cash out of somebody who kills me. And if you'd like to come to the event in April, that would be good as well. Thank you for your time. Enjoy the day. Thank you.